everybody. I'm Larry LaFury, John Francolo. We're at Giant Stadium, state championship between DePaul and St. Joe's. And John, they're ready to kick the ball down at the field here. We're getting just started. Took a little time to get set up. St. Joe's is going to kick to DePaul. We're at Giant Stadium. It's the parochial 3 championship. Great game. Second time we've been here.
For us, 2 straight times, Larry, and here we go. DePaul is going to get the ball. We might as well just switch right into the game and start.
DePaul will get the ball. St. Joe's will kick off from right to left. It's a cool night. It's a perfect night for a football game. Here's your whistle. Polio will be kicking off. Hemi Polio, end over end. Coming down to number 6, Dela Carrera. And there goes Dela Carrera. And Dela Carrera's 1 minute to beat. He's in the open. Down to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and tackle from behind at the 5. A saving tackle by Cooper Rigo. And Miguel Del Carrera, John, we just started.
By the time you said Miguel Del Carrera, he went all the way down to about the 6-yard line on that kick as he cut back. Tremendous blocking that time, Larry.
That's about a 75-yard kickoff return. And they did tell us that these team here, DePaul, is very quick. Here's the instant replay.
Look at this runner, number 6. Now watch him. Watch Del Carrera as he comes down. He cuts against the grain at this point. 23, Cooper Rigo. It's a race. They're going down the court. Here they go. He extends and tackles him from behind to stop him at the 5-yard line.
And just like that, we have a timeout. It gives us a chance to catch our breath. Miguel Dela Carrera, he has 408 total yards rushing for the Spartans of DePaul. And John, just like that, we had fireworks.
Well, this is what New Jersey football is all about, especially in the final game. You gotta have this. And here is a game of breaks. One good block can create a touchdown.
The quarterback, as you see him looking in, number 13 is Brian Busick. Dante Siciliano will be the 1 running back. He's number 4. And of course, Miguel Dela Carrera. Siciliano hits the right side of that Green Knight line and is thrown back.
Number 74 that time, Anthony. Now, Michael Perrone, the big inside linebacker. And this man, really, we have to talk about Michael Perrone, an outstanding inside linebacker, as he makes the first stop for St. Joe's.
So 2nd and goal, the ball is at the 4-yard line. Barry Hoyer is out to the right. Here's a pitch out. And he stopped right away. Again, that's Siciliano, and he stopped again by
number 74, Michael Perrone again. You know, that's 2 tackles, 2 for 2. The other tackle was for Cooper Rigo on the kickoff. So quickly, he's getting some statistics in the first quarter.
So now it's 3rd and goal here. The big play now, John, for DePaul. They got a wonderful kickoff return. They got the ball inside the 5-yard line, but the defense of St. Joe's is holding them down. Busick is calling signals. Busick wants to throw. Busick throws. Got him. He's now for a touchdown. And that's number 4, Dante Siciliano, who does everything. And DePaul strikes first and leads 6-0.
Outstanding throw by the quarterback that time. It down and out. And as we look at the screen right now, he faked to number 29, which was Mark Labarski. He waits. What's the extension of the arm? Throws the ball. A beautiful spiral into the hands of Dante Siciliano in 6.
And Siciliano was in between the defenders, Calandra. And I lost the other number there. PAT's coming up and it's blocked. The PAT was blocked. That was David Leonard, and I didn't see who got it in the middle. But with 9:59 to play, here it is in here. Let's see who was that, John.
It's pretty tough on the replay.
Yeah, it was tough to see on the replay. So with 9:59 to go, DePaul takes a 6-0 lead over St. Joe's. We'll be back. We'll be back. We're getting ready here now. Number 30 will be kicking off David Leonard. Angel Cologne is back with Eric Kosa, and they switch. It's coming to Cologne, who will take it at his 6. And Cologne is hit hard.
Looked like 44 on 44. Now it looked like Barry O'Hare on the stop on Angel Cologne, number 44, and it was one of those pancake tackles.
So here comes St. Joseph's now. We've seen them a number of times. They got a great running game.
As you can see the replay right here, Larry. Cologne takes a couple of steps up, and now he's ready to make his move. He's going to fake inside and go outside. And we go to the game.
Cuperigo's in motion. Polio. And Polio bangs his way.
I love that. That looked like Jim Brown in the old days, just hitting the middle of the line and just carrying about 4 or 5 of the tacklers on his back. I also saw number 74, the guard, who's had 2 tackles already, Michael Perone on that stop.
Dan Colonna is the quarterback. Henry Polio just ran the ball as the fullback. Cuperigo is the tailback. Angel Cologne will be the flanker. We have a double wing for St. Joseph's now. Polio's the only deep back. Here comes Cuperigo. And Rigo gets to the 40 and thrown out of bounds. That'll be more than enough for a first down.
He was stopped by Miguel Del Carrera, who had that beautiful kickoff return. And, of course, it was payback because Rigo was the one who stopped him on the 5-yard line. An outstanding junior running back, one of the best in the state.
Santo Giamonico was the center. Adrian Puzio, we saw him when we did the Bergen Catholic game, just have one of the better games we've seen.
Number 3 in this class.
Right? As a lineman. We'll get the rest of these Green Knights in just a minute. Dinkelmeyer comes over. We're strong to the right. Eye back. Polio again. And Polio bangs his way across the 45 to the 46.
Stopped by number 78, Glenn Piano, and number 66, Matthew Marino. But you know, St. Joe's has 2 of the top 3 in the school in the senior class. And number 1 student in the class is Michael Perone, number 74.
And Perone is the right guard with Puzio, and the tackles are Kevin Prattner and Mike Bertolino. Dinkelmeyer is the tight end. Cologne. Cuperigo. And Rigo gets, I believe he has enough for the first down as he crosses the 50-yard line, and I think he nudges into Spartan territory.
Number 54 on the stop, Christopher Moan. That's Moan for the wine country, you know that? Did you know that?
No.
Yes, the little best wine comes from Moan. That's Moan, New Jersey, though.
For people up here in Bergen County, Christopher Moan has 84 tackles and 12 sacks, so he is their number 1 lineman. So all the people are sitting in here. It's a 5 o'clock start here. And the lights are on. It's not a bad night. You know, every time we come here, the weather isn't bad. Last year we came here in a day and it was 63 degrees, and now it's about, I don't know, in the 40s, but comfortable.
We made our first mistake. It was a 3rd down.
Cooper Rigo. And Rigo gets across the 35-yard line, and this is just a machine with St. Joe's. They just keep grinding it out, grinding it out, grinding it out.
Number 24, Ray Kakuch on the stop.
And we have timeout on the field. We have an injured player. We'll be back. It looks like Kosa is down, will be attended to. So when we come back, we'll have 7 minutes and 21 seconds to go in this first quarter of the championship game between St. Joseph's and DePaul. DePaul leads 6-0. Well, we're back. They took Kosa off very gingerly. to make sure everything was all right. We'll try to get a night something from the press box now upstairs. I always want to say downstairs. Daniel Alger's in for him. Colonna is going to attempt his first pass. It looks like it's going to be an inside screen. It is to Cologne. Cologne is running, and he stays on his feet as he gets across the 30-yard line. John, I love that inside, almost an inside screen or cut on the inside from the wide receiver.
An excellent move that time. I agree with you. Gain of 13 yards. As you see the replay, well executed by St. Joe's. A great move by number 44, Cologne, as 34 had a problem getting him. And then he just uses speed, acceleration, and he dives for another 3 yards. Stopped by number 10, Christopher Liapizzi.
Colonna again, looking, throws. He has his man again, Cologne.
What a fake that time by Colonna as he threw the ball to number 44, Colonna. He just put the ball on his side. He almost put it like in his pocket.
There's Angel Colonna. He has 1,041 yards. It's all-purpose yards. Yes, nice throw.
Excellent throw. Spiral. Both feet in bounds. You only need one, but he had two in.
So St. Joe's, after being scored upon, comes roaring right back. They're on inside the 20-yard line of DePaul. 1st and 10. There's Polio. And Polio, again, inside the guard and the center and gets down to the 15-yard line. I've said it many times. We did this St. Joseph's game, but Polio runs between the guards. He didn't even run between the tackles.
He carries them. And, of course, Dante Siciliano made one of the stop. He was down on the bottom. He probably held on to his shoelace as the big horse from Washington Township.
So it's 1st and
5.
He picked up a first down. It's 1st and 10. The ball is on the 15. Cologne. There is Mr. Rigo, and Rigo gets down to the 10. He makes it look easy, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Barry O'Hare on top as he stopped him, but picked up 6 yards. Great speed and execution. What an outstanding block that time by the line.
Always going forward, Mr. Cooper. 1,465 yards.
That was 74, Larry, who made an outstanding block. You got to give the front line the credit, Michael Perrone.
There goes Cooper again. And Rigo stopped after, and he was hit, and he picked up 3 yards. That's a sign of a great back where he doesn't seem like he gets anything. He's going to be thrown for a loss, and he picked up 3 yards.
It looks like Matthew Marino that time made the stop. You can see the crowd. You know, another Los Angeles type crowd. Everybody's coming in late.
It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I meant to say, Cooper has 1,465 yards rushing, 19 touchdowns.
Only a junior.
Only a junior. Only a baby. 3rd and short. Rigo. And Rigo fights his way to the first down to about the 5-yard line. I think he's got it. Not only is he quick to the outside, he's strong inside.
That time you saw number 60, Santo Giamanco, blocking for him. You know, I got to mention those big pachyderms up front, opening up the big holes. Some coaches out there. Here's a Division I prospect, number 23, Cooper Rigo.
There's going to be a timeout for a measurement. It gives us a time here, John, to congratulate our friends up at Bergen Catholic for a victory today. They played the 2 o'clock game. They defeated St. Peter's 19-6. So congratulations to Coach Fred Stengel and his staff, Angela Hickey, the AD, and all our friends up at Bergen Catholic. And they're the Group 4 champions. They were defeated last year, and now they came back and knocked off the champions the previous year, St. Peter's.
And it's always great when you can back up what you say. And they said it's time for payback. And after 365 days, they did bring the win. A real good game, a great stand in the 4th quarter to prevent the touchdown from the 2-yard line.
He didn't make it. They put Rigo just outside the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down and inches. And Polio has it and has a touchdown. Henry Polio, left guard, got the inches and then drove the would-be tackler from the goal line back for a touchdown.
What he did, he carried the quarterback who's playing defense, number 13, Brian Bushak, and number 6, Miguel Del Carrera. So Mr. Polio once again for a score.
Taylor will be trying the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. So the #1 team in the state of New Jersey, down 6-0, marches down and scores with 4:27 to go. They now lead DePaul 7-6.
Look at that blocking on that play. And then he just goes down. You see 44, and that's a back. He doesn't have to block. He wants to go down and shake his hand. Angel Cologne, first one to shake Henry Polio's hand.
Well, Taylor's going to kick off.
Well, you got to give the guy who scored the touchdown a break, right?
Taylor will kick. High kick. Coming down to Siciliano. And the ball gets by him. Now he picks it up. And Siciliano is going to be gang tackled at the 10. And the DePaul Spartans are going to start 90 yards away.
Ernest Valto made a tackle. And remember, this is what we always do. We bring these specialty team players. The guys that make the tackle. Now watch this 22 come in. Great positioning as he made the tackle at the shoestring, putting him down.
Clock starts. Nice crowd here, John.
There's Tony Carthage. He's in his first mile so far in the first quarter.
Oh, boy, is he dressed well for this?
He looks good. Looks like he's going to the prom.
Siciliano, nothing, maybe a yard. He stopped by
Brian Dillon.
Mr. Dillon, the linebacker.
Is that Brian Dillon or Matt Dillon? Brian Dillon.
Brian.
Remember Matt Dillon?
Yeah.
Cop? A safety or a quarterback could be a cop.
Todd McCrill is coming in for plays tight end.
I don't know if you noticed that, but number 13, the quarterback, was saying, send me in the play. The clock is running. They may get a timeout here. Looks like he called an audible.
Sure does. Wants to throw. He's going to have problems. And he just gets it away as he's tackled by Polio.
Adrian Puzio.
And Puzio.
And you'll be hearing, boo. You heard him, right? Boo. Number 56. You can see the replay. He looks left.
Look at Polio, how strong he is. Now watch, he's going to throw off that blocker. And there's Puzio.
Yeah,
and
Puzio grabbed him, brought him down, and Henry said, I'll take the top, you take the bottom.
Now that would be a half a sack if they got him. Half a sack each.
I'd give him a half a sack each.
If that was. So it's 3rd and long. Ferrito out to the right. Oh, Siciliano. See that? I thought they might have thrown the ball there, John. They gave it to Siciliano up the middle, nothing.
That was number 65, Kevin O'Rourke. I mean, he was saying, I got you under my spell, and he put him down. Here's the first punt.
Yes, going back is Marique.
You mentioned about Cologne, right? As far as...
Marique is going to punt this. Here's a kick. Nice kick. Cologne's going to have it at his 47. He eludes one. And Cologne gets across the 30 and falls to the 29-yard line, where St. Joseph will have wonderful field position. That defensive stand they had back there, John, in the first
quarter.
That first quarter, just our last series, bottling up DePaul, puts them on the 29-yard line.
Absolutely. A nice move with the right hand that time as he pushed off a tackle. Now watch this tackle for 29. Mark Laborski. He took him and spinned him around into the turf.
Daniel Alger out to the right. Swing. Pitch out here. Colonna wants to throw. He's throwing for Alger. Siciliano's back there, and it's overthrown. Thought the ball was thrown nicely, John. Only one guy was going to get it, looked like, at Alger.
It was a nice play.
Nice play.
I like these halfback option. We'll see it again. There's a good pitch out. He steps, and he throws as far as he could throw. There it is. Decent spiral, but great defense by number 4, Dante Siciliano.
Siciliano had that red all the way. And Colonna didn't underthrow that ball. Almost could have been intercepted. Dinkelmeyer comes to the right, strong right. Here goes Cooper Rigo. And Rigo's upended at the 30-yard line
by Glenn Piano. And he came, he followed the play because you notice what they did. They brought the tight end over. We'll watch this. Tight end moved over here. Good pitch back, but look at that, coming right through the tackle and a stop. For a loss, I guess, right? Half a yard?
Just about. So it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Looking at an unbalanced line here.
Yeah, we got and here comes Kelowna fakes. Kelowna's looking, he's looking for Alger. And Kelowna is dropped at the 38-yard line, and DePaul makes a stand. A big stand for DePaul.
Christopher Moan, the Moan Company that time for a sack. As you see what happened here, you know, this is a sack that's given to the cornerbacks and safeties of DePaul. He said, uh-oh, I'm going to the turf. Great play by DePaul.
So DePaul was really under the gun, trailing 7-6 to this #1 team from New Jersey. As you see the clock, the time, the quarter, everything. 4th and 19 on the 38. Siciliano's back with Della Carrera.
You gotta have a pooch kick now, right? A little pooch.
Oh, yeah, want to get him deep. You want to play good defense. St. Joseph's has an excellent defense here. Savalto's going to kick.
Yeah,
there's your pooch. Here comes Poochie.
Poochie.
Nice pooch. And it goes out about the 12-yard line where the Spartans of DePaul will take over. 1st and 10.
And I'm Debbie Pine, we're the captains of the St. Joe's cheerleading squad. We're coming back to the Hart Academy and
John, we got to mention the announcer here is our old friend. We've met him up in the press box, Donald Lodger, who does the voice of Army football. It was nice to see him.
From Cliffside Park?
Oh, come on.
Who's he from Cliffside Park? John Brunelli.
We saw John Brunelli. Coach John Brunelli of
He
the
was
Cliffside
here.
Park team was here to see the first game. Busick wants to throw. Now he wants to run. And he's going to get clobbered. Polio gets him from behind, but he picked up maybe a yard or two.
Yeah, you can't. You see, as a quarterback, you got to get that ball out of your hand. You don't want to wait around for too many of these big guys. As you see the replay, again, you got to give it to the cornerbacks holding 56.
Puzio.
He almost had himself quite a tackle. Then you got Cologne with the little push off, and now watch this. Watch Mr. Polio say hello.
Yeah, Dinkelmeyer, Polio. There's good
bodies
pursuit.
all over the place.
Good pursuit by.
Oh, they can play some D.
And that's the quarter. So we played one full quarter here at Giant Stadium, the Meadowlands. St. Joseph's leads DePaul 7-6. And John, before we go on any further, lest we forget it, I know we're not going to forget, this game is brought to people out there on our network, courtesy of the St. Joseph's High School. Coach Tony Carthage and the athletic director were instrumental in getting us here. There's a fee. We always say this is a fee, and St. Joseph was good enough to provide that. Since we're volunteers, they paid for this, and I want to thank St. Joseph, and especially someone who I talked on the phone think about every day this week, Bob Dinkelmeyer. He did a yeoman's work in calling up the state down in Robbinsville, got everything set up, and WCTV is here bringing the game because of the St. Joseph's football club, the touchdown club they have up there, and Bob Dinkelmeyer in particular. I don't know anybody else there. I'm sure there's a lot of fathers work behind the scenes, but I was talking to him and to Bob and to those fathers and mothers at St. Joseph's. For everyone at WCTV, everyone watching this game, thank you.
And for you out there, thank you for an early Christmas present for you and I, because what better place to be but Giant Stadium in early December.
Want to make sure we thank those people and give credit. The quick credit is due. Busick, he is going to have problems. He throws downfield. He's got Siciliano. He's got it. He's at the 50. He's going all the way. All the way. Dante Siciliano had a pass.
85 yards and a score. What a throw.
And they say Busick doesn't throw. They don't throw the ball here, but he made a beautiful throw. Busick was 47 to 92 and 7 touchdowns. And John, take us away here.
Just watch his play here. He's on the 1 yard line. Polio almost had him. He throws the ball up. 3 yards. Almost number 24 for St. Joe's. Brian Taxeris put his hand up and just missed the ball. And as you can see, number 4, Dante Siciliano runs about a 4.6 40. Struts into the end zone for a touchdown.
Once he caught that ball, that was it. And it's 12-7 as DePaul comes back. And they're going to go for 2 now. Oh, look at this snap. I don't think they're too used to doing this. Busick wants to throw and overthrows his man.
No flag.
No flag.
The fans are all yelling.
No flag. So the PAT fails. We've had excitement here. 2 big plays on DePaul's side. And they lead St. Joseph's 12-7. There goes the Spartan.
Look at the
Hey,
Spartan.
John, you should dress up like that and run around.
Is he a Spartan?
That could be a job for you after you retire. Run up
As
and
a
down.
Spartan?
Well, I don't know.
I would have to paint my beard from white to black. The only job I could get when I retire is Santa Claus.
Oh, Christmas is coming. My God, it's here already. It was only a year ago we were here doing the Bergen-St. Peter's game. It was a year we have St. Peter's upset Bergen last year. But as we said before, Bergen got revenge a year later.
So now momentum sort of switched to DePaul, as you see the cheerleaders.
This is the head football coach of DePaul, is Joe Lennon. We had a just shot of him. Yeah, these are the DePaul cheerleaders.
Looks like she was giving him a pep talk. Just in case there's a little brawl.
Well, so it turned out to be a very interesting game here so far. 12-7.
Well, it's all quick. You had St. Joe's just driving meticulously down the field.
David Leonard. I had a feeling coming in as Leonard approaches the ball. I think I'll finish his thought after this kick. Colonna is going to take it about his 9-yard line. And here comes Colonna. And boy, slides on that field. The ball may have been down. May have fumbled. Let's see now. DePaul is screaming they got it.
Here's number 10.
Cologne slid on the turf and slid it to 30.
Christopher Leopizzi with the ball. He comes out, he gave the sign first down Spartans, and he showed the ball. There's that play again, that touchdown. 85 yards to Dante Siciliano. As he runs better than 4.6. I bet he's about a 4.4.
When he's running for that, I tell you what, John, you think this kid 20 years from now is going to remember that play and make it even longer and harder catch? That's something, to run on Giant Stadium field and catch a touchdown like that. Everything the people did, all the people, we'll get into this later, that put this game here, just for that young man there and all these other kids playing, it's important. Hey, a flea flicker, a la Giant. But not going to go anywhere. It's Polio and Dinkelmeyer and Puzio.
And Perino.
And I don't know who else was left.
You had Perona in there, number 74, for another assist on the tackle. Look at this. We get a little to number 4, Siciliano back to the QB, the quarterback. And watch as Dinkelmeyer and over the top, Perone.
And we have a timeout. And just to finish the thought, you and I, John, were talking to Mike Mielo, the coach and the athletic director up at Ramapo. And we were talking to him last week at the Bergen game against Ridgewood. And we're saying when these kids run on the field here at Giant Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, you got to see their eyes. Their eyes open up real wide, and they come on that field and they play. And they'll tell their parents, and they'll tell their kids, and they'll tell their grandchildren, I played at Giant Stadium. And a kid like, sisters point them out now, Siciliano, who made that catch, and Polio, we know him since he was a little guy, scored a touchdown at Giant Stadium. It's something that they will remember for the rest of their lives. And the people that put this all together, the state of New Jersey, the Meadowlands, that was a lot involved in this. All those people that put this together, just to see those eyes of these kids, it's worth everything they did, all the work is worth it to see their eyes here.
Yeah, you have to tell people about that tunnel. As you approach from both end zone, there's a tunnel, and the tunnel is maybe about 8 feet high. And as you start making the noise, the vibration before you get into the field, it's unbelievable. Your ecstasy personified as you come out, and then you say, I can't believe it. I'm in Giant Stadium. And when you score a touchdown or you walk on a field, it's the greatest thrill of your life. Not that many people have scored
And how about
touchdowns.
the grandparents? How about the parents and the grandparents who come here to see these kids play on the field? What about the pride they would have to see their kids playing on this field? Everybody's a winner. This is a win-win situation for everyone. Busick wants to throw.
Looking for a screen.
It's going to be a screen out to Siciliano again. He's got some blocking out here. He cuts beautifully. What a cut. And dives to the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
Dante Siciliano.
stopped by Brian Texeras from Washington Township, but Dante Siciliano, as you see this play, well executed by number 13.
Nice block on Polio. Hold him down. Polio almost got it there.
Almost knocked the ball down, but watch the cut against the grain. Hello, fake, and in he comes, in between Puzio. Another missed tackle, great move. Changes direction, tucks the ball away like he's supposed to, and gets about 15 yards on that play.
3rd and 5 as the ball is on the 25. And they had a trick play here, and
Fumbleruski.
the Fumbleruski, yeah. And I bet you they practiced that up at DePaul High School all week, and they come out here and it doesn't work.
Fumbleruski.
I tell you what, John, you got to hand it to this coach from DePaul. He's playing the #1 team in the state. We've seen them play St. Joseph's. Strong up and down. He's throwing everything at them.
Remember, DePaul beat Immaculata last week, 2 weeks ago, and that team, they were underdog, and right now they're playing the best team, the number 8 team in the country, St. Joe's.
Well, that procedure penalty cost 5 yards, 3rd and 10. And we have offside. It's
Yeah.
Puzio, so they pick it right up. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, John? I tell you.
Everybody's excited. Look how big Puzio is.
Night, when we interviewed him up at St. Joe's after the Bergen Catholic game, how
Yes.
happy he was and outgoing he is. And very intelligent young man. Very
We mentioned
intelligent.
earlier, 3rd in his class,
I was-
but he's outdone by Perone, 1 in the class. So people used to say football players aren't that smart. They're very smart. You have to be smart with all the different plays that they run and coaches.
These kids are students, and they're excellent athletes. They go together. They mesh beautifully together. Yusik wants to hand off this time to Carrera, and he's going to have a first down as he gets to the 15-yard line. Miguel de la Carrera.
A lot of speed for these two running backs, both Siciliano and Carrera. They could run, and they change direction extremely well.
You know what this is shown here, John, that DePaul can be on the same field with the St. Joe's. As you
Look
see
at the
Carrera.
move. Look at the move right there.
And his head's down.
And a good tackle by number 12, Anthony Calenda that time.
1st and 10, the ball is on the 15-yard line, and we have offsides again.
Puzio.
Looks like Puzio's trying to beat the count there, try to get in.
It could be that the quarterback is sort of changing the cadence, as they say, and he's reacting to it. You know, you're trying to get that rhythm as you charge into the open hole.
Puzio went on the sideline there just to relax for a little bit. He's ready to tear his head off, his own head off for making these mistakes. But that's being aggressive. He's trying to make the play. Siciliano bangs down to about the, let's see the spot of the ball, 6-yard line. They got to get to the 5,
As you can see,
7-yard line.
nice block up front and stopped by number 24, Taxeras.
Here comes
St.
Puzio
Joe's.
back now.
He's ready.
Oh, yeah.
He probably had a little chat with the coach. Son, we don't need any more 5 yards. We don't want to do 1 first down and 5 yards. We like first down and 10.
I-backs. Del Carrera, he's got some leverage here, and he fights his way across the 5. Hollahan pushed him out of bounds, along with Dinkelmeyer.
I thought I was watching Green Bay Packers with that power sweep that time. Watch them come out. They pull out. Well, we're watching number 6 with the ball, but you have number 34 out there and number 4, so the running back, and stopped by number 12, Anthony Calenda.
Leonard is in, David Leonard is in now, come running on the field. He's going to be the tight end on the right side. There's an I-back. It's almost like a wishbone here, John. Look at Siciliano, they belt everybody down, and Dante Siciliano went in untouched off the left side.
You can see the cheerleaders joyfully cheering. And number 4, Dante Siciliano that time. What a hole to the left side. They fake to the right, and we're going to see the replay. Because look at this. They all pushed in. 68, great block. Number 76, Anthony Ring just sealed the blocking. And number 4, the dance step in for a touchdown.
Leonard will try the extra point. Spuzik, Anthony Spuzik will hold, down, kick, up, it was touched. And still good. So we have 7:53 to go here at Giant Stadium. And DePaul leads 19-7. Here's your play, John.
Now once again, look, he follows number 34. 34 goes inside, but the big horse is up front, 68 and 78. Glenn Piano sealed off the St. Joe's players, and touchdown.
At the 8. Big Harley's going to break it to the outside. One man to beat. It's Leonard, and Leonard knocks him out of bounds and almost into
They should throw a flag
into
there.
our cameraman, Harvey Kunz down there.
I'll tell you what, that was some run.
Hey, John, we've seen some pretty good kickoff returns here, huh?
Watch this as the kick. Outstanding kick to the 6-yard line. Follows the wedge in the middle. 43 misses. Great extension on his left arm.
Nice block.
Switches the ball
Dylan.
nicely.
Yeah.
Number 6 says, I can't catch you. Number 30, he gets a little stiff arm. And number 6 then gives a little extra shot.
Brian Dillon made a nice sealed block there at about the 40-yard line, 35-yard line. Cooper Rigo into the secondary. And Rigo picks up about 10 yards as he gets to the 35. Depends on the spot where they're going to give him.
Michael Del Carrera on the stop. And that's their real firepower, Mr. Rigo. Watch how quick he accelerates through the hole as he advances the ball 9 yards.
Hey, John, did you expect a defensive struggle here or an offensive struggle?
I thought offense.
Did you
today.
really?
Well, I knew because the papers talked like both teams were going to go conservative, so we knew we were going to go the other way.
Here comes Rigo.
What a trap.
Oh,
What
big
a trap.
holds.
That was a trap and a half that they put on him. Stopped by number 13, Brian Buche.
So it's a first down as Rigo is going through holes that Matt trucks can drive through. Steven DeSalvo is out to the left. A fumble, a snap.
Recovered by number 30.
Polio looks like he fell on that.
Polio fell on the ball.
A little mix-up between San Geranico and Kelowna. And there's Henry Polio, does everything. Yeah. It's just all in the day's work for Mr. Polio.
6'3", 220.
Number of colleges looking at him.
But he wants to go to Army.
Oh.
So if there's any recruiters from Army, you could have him as a fullback. Or a linebacker, or wherever else he wants to play.
There's all your statistics you need. Simply off. Time's back in now. 2nd down and 10 as coaches gave their instruction to their charges. Double wing. Polio up the middle. Up the middle, still going. Hog tied down there. And finally the whistle blows. And they take the ball away from him. Well, you're going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Christopher Moen said, I'll take it.
That was number 66, Matthew Marino, taking a little ride on that horse. It was a bronco, not a horse, a bronco, a bucking bronco.
3rd down and 6 yards to go for the Green Knights. We approach the 6-minute mark here in the half. DePaul leads St. Joseph's 19-7. And there's the offensive line. That's a big offensive line, John.
They're all sitting on the hot seat.
Rigo to the outside. Beats one man. And down to the 1-yard line.
You got to give that to
Rigo.
him.
Whoa.
He didn't want to give him out. What a run. About 20 yards.
Cooper Rigo
We're going to have to show this one because this one is fantastic. Handoff to him, 23 going around. You can see Perino out there, or Perone, I should say. 6 tries to brings him down. And then Saul, Cooperigo down.
And down to the 1 yard line. You see it hit at the 1. Cooperigo.
And Chris Leopizzi puts him down. So you like offense? Here it is.
First and goal now for St. Joe's. Cooperigo in as he hits the goal line. He breaks the plane. Siciliano hits him, but he got across. So Cooperigo scores a touchdown, and it's 19-13.
And this was once again, nice hole there. And Cooperigo just barely brought that ball across the plane for the touchdown.
It was Roy Couch who made the stop.
He took a hit.
Yeah, he took a biggie. Lewis Taylor will try the PAT for St. Joseph's. Snap. Nearly blocked. No good, off to the left. So 5:25 to go. DePaul leads St. Joseph's 19-13. Coming back.
Taylor will be kicking.
Taylor kicks, you hear the punt, the bang. Del Carrera has. And he's tripped up on as he gets to the 30. He was tripped up there by...
Well, Noah Beagle gets a tackle. But I think there was a trip.
Seichu may have had that tackle.
What speed, though, for both of these teams.
They both are very, very fast.
And we forgot, we should tell the people out there watching this game that DePaul has just about everybody underclassmen. So they're going to be a power to be reckoned with. And probably will be back in the playoff next year.
Music signals. Handoff, the up back. I think that was Del Carrera. Picked up about 3 yards. Their offensive line is an awfully big one, John. Matthew Marino, 6'1", 215. They have Stephen Quattrochi. He's 5'11", 215 pounds. Thomas Sega, 5'11", 230. And Brian, no, that's, I'm looking at the wrong number here. At the wrong number up here. Here comes his Liana. And somehow he fumbles the ball. The ball is rallying around, and St. Joseph has it. So Colonna comes up with the fumble. He fumbled one, but he got one right back.
Cologne, yeah. You thought it was the quarterback.
Cologne.
So that's another thing. Watch the replay. Pitch was good. But Not Dinkelheimer. We'll have to pick number 42, I think, put a hand in there for St. Joe's. Chris Cunningham, and number 44 jumps on a ball for the recovered fumble.
So St. Joe's is having a little trouble here with the play. They're going to be forced to call a timeout. So with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the halves, St. Joe's will take over, trailing DePaul in the state championship for the Group 3 parochial championship, 13-9. They trail DePaul. Line. St. Joe's takes over, 1st and 10. The ball is at the 36-7-yard line. Polio over center again, and Polio's dragged down from behind as he picks up about 5 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Matthew Marino, 66. He's another horse out there. The center making a big stop on Henry Polio.
Alger comes out here. Polio again. This time he's off right guard, and Polio bangs his way across the 25.
2 players.
He's
Number 34, Michael Bonomo, took a little ride. Look at this replay. Look at this replay. Now watch this. Boom grabs him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards as he dragged them.
And he's 6'3", 220 pounds.
Woo-woo. Giddy up, horsey.
Cooperigo. Rigo slipped as he got to the line of scrimmage off his right foot. You might have seen that. And that may have prevented him from getting a few more yards on that.
Stopped by Chris Moan, number 54.
It's been an entertaining first half here, John, huh?
This is football at its best.
Evenly played, a couple of turnovers, big plays.
Oh, plenty of excitement, a couple of turnovers.
Cooper Rigo bangs into his own man and then is dropped. He banged into his own man, maybe the guard. I don't know if he ran into Puzio.
And Roy Kachu, God bless you, makes the stop.
You're welcome. So now we got third down and about 7 yards to go.
They're all still saying Kachu.
This is a passing situation that Colonna's looking at, but you never know with Cooper Rigo.
And you're in two down situation.
Fake. Colonna's looks to throw. Wide open is Dinkelman. He drops the ball at the 13-yard line. Dinkelmeyer was wide open. Nice fake by
Colonna.
Let's see it here. There's your fake. Everybody cuts inside there.
They had a blitz. 54 was coming in, and you get hit for an outside for a corner. And those are the ones that hurt. That's probably the toughest pass to catch when you're wide open and the ball is right by the numbers. Because you should catch the football with your hands, not your body.
And St. Joseph's going to call a timeout here. That may be the last timeout for St. Joseph. So we have 2:04 to play in the half. DePaul leads St. Joseph's 19-13. We're back here as you see the logo, WCTV. New Jersey High School Football Championship at St. Joseph's.
What a family.
Versus DePaul. And DePaul has the lead with just over 2 minutes to go in the half. The crowd under us. DePaul is standing. Colonna looks, throws. Colonna has it, and he is going to be just a wee bit short. He's going to be short. I think he's short. Yes, he is.
By about a half a yard.
Just about. And DePaul will take over 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. And John, if you're DePaul now, just run the clock out and get out of here in the half. You're playing a powerful team.
Well, the one thing you want to make sure that if you try a trick play or whatever, you don't want St. Joe's to get the ball. So run a couple of plays and then try a Hail Mary or a long bomb.
The clock in high school ball starts when the referee puts it in play. The clock is running. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds to go, and DePaul comes up gingerly.
Hey.
It's a tight formation. Del Correa. And he tried to stay in bounds, but he went out of bounds. A nice try by that young man. He knows what he wants to do, stay in bounds.
And Anthony Kalenda made the stop. He was there. He said, I have nothing else to do. Look at this. But nice move right there to go past Dinkelmeyer.
Just watch him try to stay in bounds now. He steps out of bounds right there. Now watch. He turns back inside.
What a play. I'm impressed with the two running backs and the quarterback for DePaul.
Both teams have played well. That fumble by Siciliano didn't hurt. And Siciliano bangs off guard. And he's going to bring up a third down and going to be 3 yards to go.
As Puzio makes the stop. As you can hear the poos.
If St. Joe's holds here and DePaul does not get a first down, you could bet that Tony Carthage will take his last time out. We're under a minute to go here, trying to get a block punt or a run back, because he has the firepower to run one back, and he has the beef up front to block the punt.
Yeah, you like Angel Cologne on that.
Look at this, he's going to pass it. And he's got it!
Yeah, the referee was right there.
Siciliano caught the pass. He's doing everything today. That was a nice pass by Busick.
Fully extended on a dive, and the reception, as you can see on the replay, as he fakes an inside run, throws the ball. Great catch as he cradled the ball on the third, but the 28-yard line.
As we're inside the 30 seconds now, and I think DePaul, well, they may take a shot here, maybe something downfield.
I would. You got nothing to lose.
No, you
Only
don't
to
really.
gain.
And Busick is going to try it. And he has his man down there. That's Brian Ferrito. And that's going to just about run out the half. DePaul did. I think DePaul did what they wanted to do here.
That would be a last play.
There's a timeout. Whoa, whoa, whoa. DePaul's running off the field. As we see the replay. DePaul was running off the field. It was a first. They're going to have to measure for a first down.
That was a classic move.
Now, if it's a first down, what they'll have to do is they'll say first down, right, or no. All right, first down. And then they'll spot the ball and we'll run the last 3 seconds off of this exciting half, and that'll be in the books.
Now, all you Spartans, you can go toward Athens at this point.
And the referee blows his whistle. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The half is over, an exciting half. As teams run off the field, as their fans stand and cheer, as that's the DePaul fans below us. There goes DePaul off the field, and pretty soon we'll have St. Joseph's. They'll be in your picture. Here comes St. Joseph's, led by their head coach, Tony Carthage. So 1 quarter's in the books, 19-13. DePaul leads St. Joseph's. John, just very quickly, your comments?
Well, an outstanding offensive game. I was extremely surprised. I was extremely surprised at the Spartans, the way they executed with the long bomb, the kickoff as we were turning around.
Here we go.
I got my little scarf here, trying to keep myself warm.
I lost my microphone.
But, Larry, it was a great game. St. Joe's came back, and you know what? This is going to be a barn burner.
New Jersey High School Championship football game. It's the Spartans of DePaul leading the Green Knights of St. Joseph's 19-13. Here come the Green Knights, and John, we were at the press box upstairs. Nice place to be, hang out. And we found out the news on Eric Kozu. Initially, the report is that he broke his tibia. That's the what we got, and it's a big loss for the Green Knights because Kozu was played outside, was the wide receiver, and he also plays safety. So
and he had plenty of interception. I think, believe it was 7 interception for this. No, 5 interception for the season, and an outstanding young man.
So it's tough. Come here and you break your leg. They tell us to turn around. Here we are. Well, we had this first half, and the teams are warming up, and we quickly got off because we wanted to get the cheerleaders from St. Joseph's and the halftime show here. But I'm very impressed with DePaul. A team like DePaul coming in here has to stay close to St. Joseph. St. Joseph blows them out in the first 5, 6, 7 minutes. That could be it for the game. They're not going to come back. But they scored first. They got on top of St. Joseph. St. Joseph came back, went up 7-6, and they came right back and scored again. And DePaul's hanging around.
Absolutely. Well, they're a great team. They beat Immaculata, who was rated maybe 2 touchdowns over them. They've played tough schedule in the Wayne area of Bergen County. Oh, I should say Bergen County. It's
Morris or Passaic?
Yeah, we're not too good on geography.
It's horrible.
We're terrible.
And you caught me there.
Tremendous game. And you know what? If you notice, St. Joe's came out very late, so Tony Korsich must have really given them a little talking. It's time for you to ship out or ship out or get out of here because the number 1, they want to move up into the top 10 in this country.
Well, let me see. Let me tell you what my take on this is, and then you can give yours. I think for DePaul, what they're going to have to do is to pass the ball. They're going to have to throw that ball. They had one long completion to Dante Siciliano for a touchdown. The quarterback, there goes Tony Korsich. He's out there warming up with the kids. And I think they have to throw the ball to be successful. And they have to throw the ball successful. St. Joe's, I think, has to get back to that grinded out running. They have...
Absolutely.
Cooper Rigos did very, very well. Henry Polio running again between the guards. So I think both teams have to do what they do fairly well. St. Joe's has to throw the ball. I don't know if DePaul can throw the ball. I read the scouting reports that they have this big line, like to grind it out. But I think DePaul's going to have to run. What do you think?
Well, I agree with you. I know when I read the article in the record, Tony Korsich said the teams that do well against us are the team that pass the ball. You got to open up your formation, spread out your receivers, and then you can throw the ball or you can hand off where you have a trap or a couple of linemen leading the play, and you get big yardage. They have number 4 and number 6. Both of them can run 4-6, 4-5 in the 40. So good blockers in front. They have a Division I lineman to follow. So what has to happen, Joe has got to go back to the run, like you said, and then pass only when they have to. And when you do that, you usually complete those passes.
So it comes down to the last 24 minutes of an exciting game. Everybody is, I think everybody's really happy that this game is exciting from the press point of view, that we have a close game. When you get to the States, you want to see the best. And we got one here, and this game can go either way. And it's very close, 19-13. Leonard will be kicking off to Cologne and
probably
Rigo Cooper. And we're getting ready for the final 24 minutes of this year for both these teams and for the sports department of WCTV. We're finishing here. Here's your kick. And the ball gets by Cologne, and the ball goes into the end zone. It's a touchback, and the Green Knights of St. Joseph will take over to start things here at Giant Stadium. I love saying that. Second time around, it's just as good as the first. Last year was our first, this is our second.
Well, where else should we go?
Well, we've been up at Army, did a game up there. We've been at Giant Stadium, Meadowlands. Maybe they want to send us on the road.
Maybe the Super Bowl?
We can't even get tickets to get there.
That's true.
It's airfare. Kelowna calling signals. Polio up the middle. And Henry Polio gets to the 25-yard line, pick up a 5. I'm going to see Polio go off tackle around end one time, and you better get my digitalis because I'm going to be shocked.
And that was tackled by Kachu.
We has Don Malagia, the announcer here today, and also the voice of Army. I think we mentioned that. And we were going over some of the names, both teams, and Don's a character, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely. Great voice, though.
Ah,
Well, I guess he's got to be.
that's his life.
That's his...
Rigo,
that's right.
nice hole off the guard. And Rigo's in the secondary. He won't go down as he gets to the 38-yard line.
And once again, Kachu on the stop. Kachu says, "You're welcome."
So you and Don Alagia were trying to figure that name out before the game.
I like the way we decided to make it, Kachu. But once again, a nice run by Cooper Rigo, a Division I prospect. And this is when you really show your the scouts what you can do in your junior year.
Oh boy, he's some runner. He was running the ball very well last year as a sophomore, the times we saw him. Here comes Cooper. And he stopped for no gain as he hit the left side of that line and he was brought down.
And number 34. Oh, yeah, it looks like Rod Manrique and Kachu. It probably was Kachu.
Manrique and Conchu. Giving Rigo a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9. it's a short 10, long 9. Double wing. Cooper comes off the wing. And he's tackled. Looked like he got nothing after he falls down. He gets to the 50-yard line and he picked up 5-6 yards. Going to pick up a 3rd down and 3.
And Miguel Del Carrera on the stop. And once again, these two have been stopping each other a lot.
And there's Cooper Rigo.
See, this is where everybody can watch him as he's tying his shoe, his right shoe. That's the one he plants when he makes those outstanding moves.
Nice crowd. Next game coming up, North Bergen and Hackensack. And then tomorrow there's just 4 games starting at around 10 o'clock and going till 10 o'clock at night. 12 hours of football.
So for $5, if you have nothing to do tomorrow.
There goes Polio again. And Polio has the 1st down as he gets into Spartan territory. Henry Polio.
I tell you what, he carried another 4 or 5 guys with him. He is running. Unbelievable. Kachu was on him. Number 6, Carrera, Del Carrera. Outstanding runner. And I hope you become a Black Knight from Army.
John's pushing this. Went up there to the Army and
He could be like Bob Anderson, a good friend.
oh yeah. There
Look at that
goes
move.
Cologne. Look at this move. And Cologne picks up 10 yards as St. Joe's begins to do what I thought they could do here. Start chewing up this yardage here. This real estate here at the Meadowlands. Called the Swamp by our friend Berman. Chris Berman. You like that show on Sunday nights?
I love Chris Berman. He has changed announcing, making it exciting for everybody. Your wife can sit with you and watch a football game just to listen to all the funnies that he makes up. And everybody, he must work hours preparing himself.
Not my wife. 1st down as Angel Colonna. It's great to have a ball player like Angel Colonna who can catch passes and run out of the backfield like he does.
Absolutely. Be easy as a coach. Nothing is easy as a coach.
There goes Polio up the middle. And Polio gets to the 25-yard line. And St. Joe's comes out here in the 2nd half with a mission.
We must have talked to Tony before he came up here, because you go back to what you've been doing game in and game out. You're 11-0. You take the ball right down. You do some trapping. St. Joe's constantly traps.
Well, there's a banging here. And Colonna and Polio, they met. They're not supposed to meet. They met.
That was Rod Manrique. Manrique says, you know, I want to slow this machine down, this Green Knight. We're pretty good on the other side of the ball, the Spartans. And a loss of 5 yards.
2nd down, and they're saying 15 yards. Well, we'll say the same thing as our friend does on the PA. This is a magnificent stadium. John, you got to be here when this place is jammed with 77,000 people.
When you're on the field, it looks small.
Oh, it's noisy on the field. I was on the field once. Colonna wants to throw. He's looking, throws, caught, touchdown! A beautiful pass to Brian Dillon over Siciliano's hands.
Great spiral once again. This Kelowna can throw the ball. This is a predominantly running team, but I'll tell you what, when they air it out, they can put the ball on the numbers. In full stride, Mr. Dillon makes the reception and a touchdown.
Kelowna it is, threw a beautiful, beautiful pass just over the hands.
I was just looking at number 77, Gallo. A little bit of a guy, 6'1", 265, sophomore.
Oh, yeah, he's big.
He's got those lineman legs.
The PAT is Della Carrera was injured on that play. And the kick is up, and it is good. So it's 7:49 to go. St. Joseph takes the lead from DePaul, 20-19. We got a barn burner here. Stay tuned. Taylor will kick. Della Carrera and Siciliano deep. The ball is going to come to and go out of bounds at the 15.
I thought he was kicking to the referee over there as he went over the second line.
So that's a penalty, and they'll take the ball out on the 35-yard line, I believe, of DePaul. Joey comes up with some soda. All right. Spread some of that wealth around, son.
WCTV photographer.
Brian Ferrito is out to the left. Music is called, changing signals now. Busick looks, throws, and I don't think he and Ferrito had hooked up there, John.
Now that was a little bit of a tough of a pass. You had 44 Cologne and 24 Taxeras, and Ferrito came between them. Matter of fact, they were very lucky not to get an interception on that play.
Second down and 10. Music again wants to throw. I guess they heard me. And he falls. He slips on this turf.
I think he saw Mr. Puzio coming over, and he said, I'd rather go on a turf than get hit by Mr. Puzio.
So that's a loss of 6 yards. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 16. These people listen to me. St. Joseph's got to run the ball.
Absolutely.
DePaul's got to throw the ball.
Well, they're going to pass here.
Well, yeah.
No doubt. He looks like he's running to the other goal line.
There's a pass out here. And
what a tackle.
That was, Della Carrera was stopped. He picked up about 7 yards. That was going to bring him way short.
That was Michael Perrone. Outstanding linebacker for the stop. Open field tackle by one of your linebackers. And St. Joe's will get the ball back.
Manrique is back to punt. Holohan and Cologne. And the ball bounces. Takes a DePaul bounce. Still rolling. And will come to stop at the 20, finally 22, 23-yard line, where St. Joseph's will take over with 6:15 to go in the third quarter, leading DePaul 20-19. And Rigo runs out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Speed gets him out there, John.
Well, having speed, 4.4 speed, can only help you. You'll always be able to make 6-7 yards and strictly on your speed. Number 23, Cooper Rigo.
Polio. And Polio going to be just a little bit short, it looks like. Maybe a yard, depending on the spot of the ball by the referee of the ball. And he will be a full yard short.
And again, I give him the ball once again. Or, of course, when you have a Cooper Rigo, you send number 30, let him block.
Now you
trap with Mr. Puzio.
Now you have 3rd and 1. And you have Mr. Polio, the up back. Tight formation. Yes, there's Mr. Polio. And
he was stopped about 2 yards behind the first down, and he took 3 or 4 of them again. Look at him walking back.
36-yard line.
He looks like a fullback, doesn't he? Henry Polio?
Sure does, and he's still can put a few more pounds on. He's still a baby.
In college, he'll probably go up to 240.
Wow, think so?
Yeah. Oh, he got the frame.
Here he comes. This time he stopped, but still he falls forward for about a yard.
But that's how you got to stop him. You got to hit him on the shoelaces. And number 24, my favorite name, Roy Kachu. Thank you. You're welcome. On the stop. Who has probably 10 tackles?
Yes. And there goes Polio back to the huddle.
All fullbacks walk back very slowly.
A la Jim Brown. 2nd and 8. Double wing. Here comes Colonna off that. And Colonna breaks a tackle. He's down the far sideline. He's being chased. And knocked out of bounds at the 20.
Angel Cologne once again on a, looked like a wing-back reverse coming around. Great run. And this is the young man who at one time was a tailback. He moved because he saw Cooper Rigo's speed, team player, and made this team better as he breaks right through one runner. Now watch how he extends his speed. Another 4-4 runner. Number 6 and number 4 push him out of bounds about the 24. So Dante Siciliano and Del Carrera stop him if they're a great run.
Polio's the only setback there. And then Polio gets it up the middle again. And Polio stops. You think Polio has welts on his body after a game?
He's got to be sore. Look at the crowd.
That's the St. Joseph's crowd on the other side, I believe.
They're waiting for the Green Knights to break out in that march to pick up another state championship.
You're looking right there.
Right behind. I
That's it.
just took
Here
the
comes
ball.
Cooper Rigo. And Rigo fights his way inside the 20 as St. Joseph's just keeps banging into that line and picking up at least 5, 6, 7 yards. And they just broke one few plays earlier with number 44. You see him on your screen. Kelowna, so they're doing what they have to do, running the ball.
Watch this stutter step right here. We should stop that camera right there. Da-da-da. Nice dance step. Inside, another 4 yard, and Kachu for the stop. This guy would have a little show, the Kachu show.
You're making Ms. Luke laugh back there. She's got a good show. She's quiet today. Pitch out to Cooper Rigo to the left. Rigo cuts inside.
What a block.
And a first down by Cooper Rigo, who's not only quick and agile, he's also strong.
What a block by number 30. Watch this block. We're going to put ourselves right on number 30. You see him right ahead of Mr. Cooper. Cooper Rigo. Now watch this. He extends his arms. Boom! Down. Another 3 yards. And first and goal.
First and goal. The ball's on the 8-yard line for St. Joseph's. Cooper Rigo, he banged his own man around.
Well, if you're a runaway train, you You clean the track. You don't care who's there.
He had Ken Patner as lineman pushing him away. Maybe you can catch it on his replay here.
And you watch it right about here. He pushes him out of the way. But after the play, as Kachu makes the stop, he then went over and talked to Patner. Hey, listen, when the train is running, you got to get out of the way.
Get off that track. Here's Rigo. Rigo fights his way in over Patner and Puzio's block and Dinkelmeyer's. And St. Joe scores again. And now goes up 26-19.
The talk by Tony Kosich at halftime. They came out with about a minute to go. But let's watch the replay. Cooper waits. Look at that push by number 30 and number 74 to open up a huge hole as Patner was the cheerleader.
It's blocked. And it's 26-19. That could be a big block. That could be a very big block. We're going to watch this play again. Watch Henry Polio on Siciliano. Look, he pushed him right back. And I didn't give him credit. I gave the guards in the left side of the line.
I mentioned him.
You got him.
I had him 30. He had that nice extension, and he pushed him down.
The game, John and I were just talking about Henry Polio's block on Siciliano, and we both said we're at Giant Stadium. He didn't play here. He played at Yankee Stadium, but that looked like an old-time Giant fullback, Tucker Fredrickson.
Absolutely, from Auburn, right?
The #1 pick in the draft in 1965 for the Giants.
Auburn Tigers.
Siciliano tripped up.
What a great tackle, open field tackle. As Siciliano looks back and says, who was that masked man? I think it was Cooper Rigo, 23, on the stop.
So now it's a 7-point lead that St. Joseph's had, and DePaul's got to do something. They have been shut down here in the third quarter. It's all been St. Joe's. They came out, took the opening kickoff, marched down, scored a touchdown, held DePaul, got the ball back, scored another touchdown. They scored 14 points, take a 26-19 lead. We're inside the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter, and we'll see what. And we have offsides again. I don't know who it was this time, but. Could have been Puzio.
Yeah, it was. That could be a tournament record. 3 offsides for him at Giant Stadium.
It's 1st and 5 now.
Double
reverse inside, and nothing. Maybe a loss of a yard. Dillon's on the bottom of that.
Yeah, definitely a great play that time. And when you take your lanes, you have a double reverse, and you're watching. There you are. You put them away. Look at this play on the defense now. We're switching. Double reverse. 29 gives the ball to 6. Stop by 3 and 65, which is Kevin O'Rourke and Dillon.
So 2nd down, no gain on that last play. Now we have Siciliano out here with Della Carrera. What a catch! What a catch by Dante Siciliano at the 45-yard line. The ball was a little bit in back of him, but he caught it. Great catch. I'd like to see that done again.
That was way up. He was up about 10 feet. Just watch this one, Larry.
Good protection.
He fakes to the left, and he throws a spiral as he leaps about 9-10 feet up there, catches the ball. What a play.
Big 3rd down play completed, and now Del Carrera and Siciliano again out to the left. And we didn't see this in the first half. Nothing.
That was Kevin O'Rourke at that point, Larry, making the stop. As we're looking over at the cheerleaders and the Spartan, trying to elevate this crowd to another level to get some push and drive to score a touchdown and tie the score.
Mark Leborski went out there. I didn't see him when he went out, and I was looking for his number here on our sheet. And that's it. the third quarter comes to an end. So we've got 12 more minutes to play in this exciting game here for the state championships of the parochial Group 3. There it is there. St. Joseph's with 2 touchdowns in the third quarter takes a 26-19 lead over DePaul. We got an exciting 12, I feel, coming back. WCTV. That might have been his game plan.
Yeah.
Busick brings them up. We're going to start the fourth quarter. Again, Siciliano, and here's De La Carrera. And he's tackled for no gain. That play worked well for St. Joseph. Didn't work too well for DePaul.
A great looking play though. We had a crisscross and then sort of the receiver coming across, and Kevin O'Rourke makes the stop for no gain.
John, here's a penalty, a holding penalty, and we haven't seen a holding penalty this game. And I saw a little bit of the Bergen game against St. Peter's, and there wasn't many penalties there. And kids are playing very well, and the referees are letting them play.
Well, again, you have two of the best. You got great coaches, great teams, well execution. So you're not going to have penalties. You don't want to lose games because of penalties.
Now you look at this DePaul team, and Tony Cossett said it's a mirror image of what St. Joe's was last year. And I think you mentioned it in the opening, this first half. This is a junior-laden team, and that's what St. Joe's was last year. This team, I won't want to have to play this team now. They're tough now. Imagine what next year is going to be like.
That's true.
Busick is running. Polio's chasing him. Polio get him. And Polio grabs him from behind, and the ball's fumbled. And they're going to say he was down. Polio grabbed him.
But you notice when the ball was out, he said, "Forget about you, quarterback. I want the ball." And he jumped. Nice speed. He's got to be around 4.6, 4.7 speed. Henry Polio.
He's very, very quick.
An outstanding baseball player, too. Catcher.
Polio has 9 sacks coming into this game, John. And that was his 10th.
Look at the speed on him right there as he's extending. And now the dive up on the neck and little ride on the horsey.
So third down and a long way to go. DePaul has to get just to the 45-yard line. They're on the 25. It's 20 to go. Splits to the right. And a draw. And tackled very quickly. That was number 29, Laborski, and he was tackled from behind.
By Chris Cunningham, right? Number 42.
42 is Cunningham, correct.
But again, when you spread out the offense, you'll get those wide open runs, except you had great execution by 42,
Now this is what's going to come up now, in my opinion, is going to be maybe the biggest series of this game up to this point here for both teams. Nice kick. Cologne will take it as he retreats to his 21. Fumbles the ball. Picked up by a St. Joseph. Cologne again. I don't know how he got out of that. He fumbled the ball, got up and ran.
You were just saying about one of the biggest plays. That could have been one of the biggest plays. Matter of fact, it is a big play for St. Joe's, but had the Spartans picked that ball up, they would have been knocking on a door on the 20-yard line.
Let's see here. Now, here's your kick.
Taxiris almost blocked that punt, by the way. Tough catch to go back like that. Great job by 29.
They stripped the ball.
To strip him.
Yep. And then he comes out with the back with the ball and finally knocked down. And we have an injured DePaul player down at the 25-yard line. We'll be back. More critical because they can't have St. Joe's score. There's 8 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the game, and there's a 7-point differential here between DePaul and St. Joe's.
So what would you do if you're Tony Carson?
Run the ball, run the ball. Maybe a short pass here and there, but just run the ball.
And take 25 seconds on the clock.
You better believe it. And you got Mr. Polio that will do the job for you, and you have Mr. Cooper Rigo who will do the job for you.
He hasn't lost on any downs this year from scrimmage, Mr. Polio. And since he's so big, I got to call him Mr. Polio. I saw him the other night at St. Joe's. Talked to him about the game. He was really looking forward to it. He wanted to have a perfect season.
Well, they're 8 minutes away from one. They lead by 7.
and probably move up in the USA Today from 8th probably to 5.
Here's Colonna. Look at this. Wide open. A bootleg.
A naked bootleg.
He fumbles the ball. Colonna fumbled the ball. A naked bootleg to the right. And Colonna fumbles the ball. Great play by DePaul for pouncing on the ball, being ever alert. And I'm sure it's a heartache for the Green Knights. Here it is. Let's watch it, John.
Look at decent speed for Mr. Colonna. And here, see the way the football was a little bit loose? He should have tucked it away, and it was stripped by number 6.
Miguel de la Carrera.
Absolutely. And then, of course, you have everybody jumping on a ball right in front of Tony Carthage and the St. Joe's football team.
Now it's important here that DePaul does something. They're inside. They're inside the St. Joe's 50-yard line. Siciliano has it inside the 40. A beautiful throw. A beautiful throw by Busick. And John, we said Busick wasn't much for throwing. I think we got the stats out on him.
Look at the play again.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll get the stats.
Inside, but look at the time he has. Great time. Throws the ball, a dart to number 4, Siciliano. And Siciliano goes right off the old Sicily into the water for a first down.
I take it back. Busick was 47 for 92, 937 yards and 7 touchdowns. And they're offside again. And that brings the DePaul crowd to its feet screaming. Tony Carson just took off his jacket. That's it. We're down to nitty-gritty time.
Well, the last quarter, he'll probably walk a mile. But he'll walk a mile for a W.
Oh, I walk more than a mile for a W. There goes the Spartan on this side. He's getting the P. There goes Carson. Nice putting his jacket back on. You know what? There's nobody to give it to. First and 5. After that, offsides. Siciliano gets to the 30. Pick up of about 2. And I tell you what, John, they came close to being offside. This Busick must be running a cadence that's throwing St. Joseph's off.
Absolutely. Kevin O'Rourke, once again, who's had a real great game for St. Joe's on a stop. Look at this. Number 6 is saying, what's going on? We can't hear. They can't have, they can't be communicating in the helmets.
I don't think so.
That's a very expensive proposition.
I don't think so.
Unless in Wayne, they have that kind of money.
I don't think so. Rita's out to the left, to the right. Busick's calling signals. Busick, look. Now he wants to run. And he dives for the first down to the 21 as we get to the 6-minute mark of this game. And Busick could be injured.
He's got a cramp right there when he dove. Look at this play. He just waits. The defense had the receivers. He sees a big opening. He follows number 58 or 68, and he dives to the 21-yard line and a first down.
While we had the instant replay, the referee saw Busick go down. He did some calisthenics, sit-ups to get his, I don't know, I guess he hurt his back or whatever. And the referee all came very close to calling a timeout and removing him from the game. If you're injured, you got to go out for one play.
Very astute of you.
Oh, yes, astute. Del Correa, saving tackle by Cunningham. Oh, he was off to the races.
That was Anthony Calenda on the stop. And I'll tell you what, this is unbelievable. Let's look at it again. We're going to see here as number 6 comes out.
Oh, what's
number
Calenda?
12. Yep.
You're right,
That's
John. Those eyes of yours.
Replay.
You're right. I said it was Cunningham. I thought it was a 4. Don't tell him he's right. Come on, my own son is giving you a high five.
Well, that's all right. We can make a mistake here and there.
But not when your son gives you the business. Second down, 3 yards to go. The ball is on the 16-yard line. We're inside the 5-minute mark. Calenda's running. Pat.
Oh, he changes
speed, throws, and he throws to nobody. That was
Where's the
within
handkerchief?
15 yards.
There was nobody even close to us. And the poor people are all talking about that. He said, the handkerchief never came out.
This Busick is a junior, John, and he has tremendous presence for a game like this. To have this kind of presence, I'm very, very impressed with him.
6'2".
177-pound junior. And John, we finally caught a great game.
Fantastic
A
game.
year later, we caught a game, just like we had one last year here. Siciliano hits and falls, and he's going to come up just a little bit short.
Yeah, you had number 24, Taxeris, and number 30, Polio on the stop. So what are you looking at? You're looking at 4th down and short. What do? You got to go for it.
They're measuring, John. They're going to measure this.
Off by 6 inches.
John says you're off by 6 inches. We'll stay there as they do their calisthenics.
Well, there's a lot of tired players out there. The extension,
How did you know it was going to be off by that many inches?
it was exactly 6 inches.
Do you know this referee by any chance?
He is, yes it is, that's my uncle.
There's a timeout, I think, and Busick is going to call a timeout. It's going to be 4th down and inches. We're going to call it 2 inches. There is 4 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in this championship game. St. Joseph's leads DePaul 26-19. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and inches.
6 inches.
6 inches, less than 6. Busick calling. Handoff. Whoa.
I'll tell you what, we got to measure this one right here.
I'll tell you.
It all depends.
It's going to be a spot.
Or the right foot. Right foot first down, left foot the other way first down.
Siciliano, I would say he needed 3 inches. I think from that instant replay, I think he got it. He don't need much.
And the individual who made the play was number 74, Perino on the bottom.
Well, here it is, folks.
I didn't watch which side of the foot was, left or right. Was placed by the referee. Well, there's a lot of room there. They're going to pull it. They're going to pull it. It's a first down.
He didn't make it by much. He made it by a half a football, looked like to me. What do you...
It was close.
Whoa.
They got a little extra room as they pulled the chain. Big first down.
Big.
But even bigger is the time is going to come off the clock. So if they score, St. Joe's won't have much time to come back.
All right, let's talk about it, John. You and I are alluding to it. If you score 1 point or 2 points.
It all depends how many ticks I have on the clock.
Okay.
If it's close to the end of the game, I go for the tie and we play OT.
Del Carrera stopped in the backfield for a loss.
Number 74, Perone, the number one in grades at St. Joe's, and today having one heck of a game from the linebacker's position.
We're inside 4 minutes. That was a loss of 5 yards. A first down can be accomplished if they get to the 2-yard line. They're on the 18, so it's 2nd and 16.
What an exciting drive. That's number 30, Lennon, the son of the coach.
They're sending out Del Carrera and Siciliano out to the left. Calanger and Cologne. Polio's after him. Here's your throw. Clear! Touchdown! Touchdown! Dante Siciliano! And Busick got out of it. And now it's a 1-point game. 26-25. Let's look at it, John. We got to get a replay.
Well,
There's got to give us a replay.
Look at his play. Watch Dante Alighieri Siciliano for the catch. And a touchdown. And they went with me. Go for the extra point. Go for one. How about a block here? Would that be something else?
26-25. It's going to be a big one. The coach's son, Leonard. I believe he's the kid. The coach's son, David Leonard. Here's your kick. Up. It's good. And with 3:18 to go, we got ourselves a great one. 26-26. The place is going crazy.
What a fantastic game as the coaches were out there hugging their players. Once again, Larry, we should watch this. Dante Alighieri Siciliano. Beautiful pass that time. On the money. And a score.
Now St. Joseph has 3:18 to go with 2 timeouts, or 3 timeouts, I'm sorry. It's an eternity now.
Absolutely. Plus, what they can do is drive, and they have an excellent kicker, by the way.
John, before we go any further, we don't have any time. We got to give some special thanks first to Helen Struss, the publicity person here at Giant Stadium, and to Michelle Russo from the New Jersey State Athletic Association down in Robbinsville for all the help they gave us this week in getting this game up. And of course the Meadowlands and the New Jersey Sports Authority for setting us up here and giving us the booth. Want to thank them. Eddie Anderson and Steve Rovita, and taking some of these shots on the camera, Kim Sim. And for WCTV, Billy Rigo, Harvey Kuntz, Rick Livingston, Paul Zezotowski, my son Joey LaFury, and stage manager Kathy Luke. Ball is bouncing around, and Angel Galone picks it up and gets it across the 30-yard line.
Great stop by number 19 for DePaul, Joseph Siciliano, and number 29, Mark Laborski, doing laborious work out there with a stop.
And one more person to thank, Ida, for putting this whole thing together, directing this whole thing.
She's the one that gets you very astute, Ida Astuti.
And all the gang at WCTV. Thank everyone for giving us this great game. In the middle, stopped.
Is my man Kachu, 24.
Cooper Rigo was stopped for a yard. They're giving him a yard. That looked like no gain to me. 2nd and 9. We're inside the what would be a 2:30 when they snap this ball. Oh, what a game. I hope you're enjoying it.
Well, this is what football is supposed to be all about.
Cooper Rigo, round end. Rigo stopped after 3 yards. Going to be 3rd and 6 as he gets to the 35.
What I would do at this point, I would come with Rigo to the left side this time, coming toward us, toward the cameras, and send number 30 in front of him, Henry Polio. Look at the run again.
We're at the 2-minute mark, John. Here's your run. We're at the 2-minute mark. Under 2 minutes now, 3rd and 6. St. Joseph's got to get to the 41-yard line. Colonna's calling signals. Colonna is back. Colonna's look. He's got time. He loves it. Incomplete. Intended for Dinkelmeyer, and the flag. From way in the back it came. Everybody was waiting for it.
Yeah, I saw an interference here. A little bit early on the tackle. Let's look at it again, replay. Now watch the ball. The ball is in the air.
Yes.
Yeah, I would
yes.
say so.
Yes.
But you hate to see the back judge throw the flag. You like to see the man right there. Big play for St. Joe's, and you can hear the Spartan fans saying, we don't agree.
We saw it on the replay, and it looked as though the defender was all over Dinkelmeyer.
Well, he was trying to pull his legs down.
1st and 10, the ball is across the 50-yard line in Spartan territory. Cologne is calling signals. It's a handoff to Cologne. And Cologne gets to the 40-yard line, just he's a yard short for the 1st down.
So you got to look at the clock, 1:31.
St. Joseph has 3 timeouts.
And as you say, that's an eternity.
When you have 3 timeouts, that's an eternity. 1:20. I'll watch the clock. Cologne is calling signals. Cooper Rigo goes to the outside. He's got Blocky. He cuts in the middle. Rigo across the 30 to the 27-yard line as we hit the 1:12 mark.
Now you want another 4 or 5 plays and a touchdown or a field goal.
And there you see Tony Carthage, the coach.
Look at him. Yeah, I think he just called a timeout.
No, I think the timeout was called by DePaul. They want to talk it over. 1:10 to go as Tony Carthage comes out. We have a tie game, 26-26. There's Mr. Rigo.
What a...
There goes Tony Carthage. He's telling them no fumbles. And
take it easy.
Take it easy.
Tony's got a little Italian in him, with the hands. And he's just said, sort of gave the hands. You take it easy. We got plenty of time. And he's really he looks good though. I bet he's going out with Linda tonight. a little prom type. The old Orangeman.
Well, there's everything you have to know is up on the scoreboard. 26-26, fourth quarter. First and 10, the ball is on the 28-yard line. St. Joseph has 3 timeouts. DePaul has only 1. There's plenty of time here, and we're starting. Everybody's ready. There isn't a person sitting, except maybe from Ms. Luke. Everybody else is standing. Polio! Polio pushing inside the 25 to the 21. And a timeout. St. Joe's calls a timeout. Now Tony Carson is going to use his timeouts.
See what he did at Halloween party? He used that for him. He was the mummy, dragging the foot behind him. Use that approach for, look at this. Watch how he drags the foot. On you, Hussy, on you, Hussy. And another 4 yards.
Don't tell me he was looking for a bell to ring.
Look at that, 26-26. We're having fun. They're having more fun. And Tony Carson is getting gray hair. He'll look like us pretty soon. Now we should tell that Linda is Tony's wife.
You better say
And
that.
she's the better half.
You better say that. There's people that don't know him like we do.
That's right.
Second down and 3 yards to go. The ball is on the 23-yard line. St. Joseph came out and scored 2 quick touchdowns. The ball is answered. Tied this game.
A big turnover, which helped.
Here comes Cologne. And Cologne gets across the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's going to be a first down. That will stop the clock with 55 seconds to go.
So the chains will move. But as soon as the chains are set, the clock will start. Nice little run right here as 56 pulls out. O'Rourke. And Mr. Puzio as 44 extends and a first down.
Colonna wants to throw. Throws incomplete. Colonna was looking downfield.
For number 38,
DeSalvo.
DeSalvo.
There he is.
Nice size. Wide receiver.
A second and 10.
.42 seconds.
Brian Dillon is coming in. He caught a touchdown pass.
Great speed.
Oh, God. What a game. What a game. Colonna. Look, Cooper Rigo. He's got blocking out there. Rigo to the outside. Rigo outside at the 10. He's down to the 10 with 36 seconds to go. They're in field goal range, John.
About the 11-yard line. But the big thing is he stopped the clock by going out of bounds. Look at this play here. Look at a pull out by 56. He hits the man and seals the block. 74, Perone, who's had a tremendous game, hits number 6. And then it's Rigo. And number 44 says, you're going out of bounds. Barry O'Hare.
Third down. 4 yards. Big play here, John. 3rd and 4. Polio! Polio! Touchdown! Henry Polio off left guard. Up the middle.
And you know what? Talking to him at St. Joe's, he wanted to do that. He wanted in his last game to score the touchdown that would give him the... Look at that play. Let me just stop in midstream here. Look at him. He wants that touchdown. He's going to get it. And a touchdown.
Henry Polio. Whoa.
In unison.
And the crowd across the way from us standing and cheering. Taylor will try the PAT. Down, fake.
He's going to go in.
And no, he stopped. So Cologne, the quarterback, tried to run it in for 2 points, but there's what happens now. 33 seconds to go. DePaul trailed St. Joseph's 32-6 for the championship. And John, my God, what else can happen here? Let's watch this again. Henry Polio.
What a great trap inside to break him loose by Puzio. And a touchdown. Look at that. Number 30 says, Thank you very much. Pay dirt.
The 15th touchdown for Henry Polio could be his biggest one.
That's 2 today for him, right?
That's right, his biggest one in his high school career.
And now you got to watch. You can't let a run back go too far. You know this quarterback usually can throw. You know these receivers 4 and 6 can run.
Well, Carson has got all the speedsters out there. They don't want anybody breaking one here. 33 seconds to go. DePaul has just 1 timeout left.
But plenty of ticks on the clock.
Oh, yeah. Lewis Taylor will kick. Here comes Taylor. He comes forward. There's the kick. Taken by Frida. And Frida gets out of bounds at the 32-yard line. They didn't want to kick the Siciliano.
And you know who made the stop? Henry Polio, number 30.
Well, it's his last high school game here, John, and he's making it a great one.
If you see him walking back to the huddle, taking that slow walk, saying, I'm a fullback. It takes a lot of time for me to get back there.
28 seconds to go, 32-26. Siciliano, Del Carrera, Busick, Dinkelmeyer's chasing, throws, and Siciliano gets out of bounds with 20 seconds to go. This game does not want to die. It does not want to die.
Except now, only 6 points. If they score a touchdown, an extra point, it dies. So you're looking at 20 seconds. Look at the replay on this. This kid can throw. Busick, a junior. Another nice pass. And Siciliano with the good catch and goes out of bounds to stop the clock.
St. Joe's is on the 30-yard line with their defenders. They're giving everything up front.
He could run.
Throws it down here. Fumble. And the ball is fumbled, and let's see what they're going to say.
St. Joe's ball. Let's look at the replay. Oh, this is going to be a tough decision.
No, they're saying the ball went out of bounds. You see some of the coaches down there for St. Joe's are very upset with 8 seconds to go.
That's one of the coaches right on his footstep. He felt there was a fumble.
And a first down.
Let's look at it.
Let's see what he...
This is referee John Francola calling this play. Let's see here. He could have ran here. He was about a half a yard from the line. Watch this. The throw, good catch by 85. Now watch this.
Well, they're going to see it. All right, here we go.
Oh,
8
we
seconds.
don't see it.
Busick.
There's your game. There's your fumble.
Fumble this time as he's tackled. And that's going to be it. The clock runs out. And that is it. The final play of the game ends in a sack of Busick. And the St. Joseph Green Knights are the champions as they come on the field.
Puzio recovered the fumble. Number 56.
And this is a great game, and they're going to be talking about this game for a long, long time.
Pandemonium out there. And you know you're supposed to get everybody off the field, but they're not going to get them off.
What a game. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. And here they come out to congratulate each other. 32-26. St. Joseph Green Knights came back with 3:18 to go. It was a tie score, 26-26. They came back and scored a touchdown to go up 32-26 and win this game. And both teams shaking hands. And this is what high school football is all about.
An unbelievable game, a tremendous season for St. Joe's. They go to 12-0, a perfect season. This will have to be one of Tony Carsage's best teams, best seasons.
Well, he said they were a good team last year, a lot of juniors on it. They coming back in August, they were ready. He thought they could take that step to win the championship. And to talk a little bit about DePaul, Tony Carsage in the interviews this week said that DePaul mirrored his team, that DePaul was just like St. Joe's was last year, laden with juniors, and that they're going to have a chance next year to come back. And that's what they have to remember. They took the #1 team in the state of New Jersey to a tie game, 26-26 to go with 3 minutes and change to go in this game. I know they're depressed. They feel bad, DePaul, but they gave us a great game, and they should be congratulated. Everyone there, all their coach, Coach Leonard, all the way down to their players. And for St. Joseph's, a mark of a champion is to come back when you're down. And they were down, they came back, they came out in the second half. 2 touchdowns, DePaul caught them, and St. Joe's came back. With 3:18 to go, they got the ball and they scored a touchdown.
I just saw a crack. You know, I just went for the crack. That's really all it was. I thought to myself, I had to hold on to the ball and get in the end zone. That's really all it was.
What was that play call for? People would like to know what that was.
That's called 40 trap.
Just 4, and you're the 40.
Yeah, I'm 40.
And they were very tough to DePaul. You watched them. I'm sure Coach Carthage had you watching film. They looked tough on film.
They really didn't look too tough on film. They really did surprise us. You know, when they came out with the kickoff return, they really did surprise us. You know, we battled back.
John, be nice now.
I'm definitely nice. Just when you watch the game, you're going to see some instant replays of you downfield. I'll tell you what. I saw one today, and I'm going to talk a little bit. I saw something of you like blocking downfield, blasting holes. I couldn't believe it, and enjoying it. The one time you pick up the guy, wait to see the instant replay. But you and I had a little talk on Thursday at St. Joe's, and we're talking about the game, and you felt extremely confident of that game, and you produced today.
Yes. Yeah.
And what about the season? Looking at the season this year.
It's been a great season, you know. The weight program we had over the summer, my Uncle Dan was a coach, and he just got us bigger, got us much stronger, you know. Beginning of the season, we worked the entire summer in the weight room. We were in there every day, Saturdays, Sundays, everything. And we just came out to win. That's really all it is.
How are you going to celebrate now?
Go home and go to sleep again.
Damn, I told you got to celebrate tomorrow, maybe?
Probably tomorrow. I don't know. I really don't know.
What are you planning about college now? Where would you like to go?
Oh, well, where would I like to go and where I am
Where would you
going?
like to go?
I'd like to go to Nebraska. Everybody would like to go to Nebraska. But I don't know, I'm looking at Delaware, Rhode Island, you know.
How about Army?
Yeah, Army's still in there.
He's got you going to Army. He wants you to go to
Yeah,
Army.
he wants to go to Army.
You'll be about 6'3", 240, and you'll be the fullback.
I don't know about the 6'3", but definitely 240.
Thanks, Emmy. Congratulations. Great game. Outstanding game.
Thank you a lot.
Cooper Rigo, the tailback. And Cooper, championship, and you're a junior. Your emotions, and what are you feeling right now?
I feel great playing in Giant Stadium where Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders have played and done good. I feel good having a part of that. Number one thing is we won. We're 11-0 state champs, number 1 in state, number 8 in the nation. So that feels good.
When DePaul tied the game up 26-26 and you got on the field, what was going through your mind?
I was just going out there to have fun. You know, I wasn't really thinking about who's going to win and all that. I was just, you know, trying to do my job and have as much fun as possible being at Giant Stadium.
And what about the touchdown that you made? I think it was in the first half. You scored a touchdown. The second half, you scored a touchdown. Talk a little about that touchdown there.
That was just, it was like an inch to the goal line. So I just tried to get in there as much as possible. I got in, good blocks, and touchdown.
You run very well inside. I see you running outside, duking, getting on the corner and running downfield. But when you have to run inside, you do pretty good inside.
Well, sometimes the defense over pursues outside, so I can just go back. Sometimes I can go all the way, but most of the time they cut me off.
Which type runs do you like the best?
I like the we have a play where I get an inside handoff and I get to break it off. It's the same play I scored in the last couple of seconds against Bergen. Yeah. That's one of my favorite plays because the defense really doesn't know what's happening. It looks like I'm going this way, but
then you change direction.
Yeah.
Because you know what? A couple of times I saw 2 or 3 of your linemen as well as Henry Pohl in front of you, almost like the Green Bay Packer type sweeps, and you're right behind. Then you wait for the block and you dance off But I love to see it because you always change. You know what it is? You have the knack, watching the knack of making that change. The split decision, a little like a deke here and a move in here, and then nobody gets a good shot at you. I love to watch as a running back.
Going to celebrate tonight or tomorrow?
I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. I have more time.
Congratulations. Take care of yourself.
All right.
Nice the victorious coach, Tony Carthage. Tony, when you won in halftime, what did you tell your Chargers? Because they came out and scored 2 touchdowns right away.
First, we made some corrections, and then we just talked about it. Hey, we've been a lot worse situations through the course of the year, and I think that's really what helped us today. At Bergen, we were down 9-0 before we came back, and Del Barton was 14-0 on a bad field, and that was a great comeback. So we drew on those experiences which ended up being very positive for us, and that certainly was a factor. But, hey, our guys, we stopped making mistakes for that little stretch there, and we started playing good football. It seems like as soon as we got the lead, we just said, you know, let's see how we can make this a little more exciting. And but, hey, listen, when it was all said and done, the kids had a great season. Today was not our best. We didn't put our best foot forward today, obviously. And you got to also look at the other side. I thought DePaul was magnificent. That number 4, and he's a junior, that's scary. I mean, they played a great game, and we didn't play our great game. Still, when it came down to the end, you know, we were victorious.
How much is DePaul, to you, how much does DePaul look like your team of last year?
Very, very similar, very similar. We had 15 starters who played last year. We got it to the semifinals. They got to the finals. They got to the Meadowlands. This experience is going to be invaluable to them next year. But, yeah, there's a lot of similarities between our football team from last year and their football team.
John?
Tony, when DePaul scored that touchdown, and they didn't...
Which one?
The last one.
Oh.
The one he had good point. The one at the end. What was going through your mind at that point?
I got to tell you, I was relieved that they went for one. I mean, in '89, the same situation. They came right down the field, and they said, we're not going to go for the tie. They went for 2, and we lost 22-20. Lost a perfect season. In '93, we were 10-0. Same scenario. Del Barton beats us in the last minute and 30. We lose a perfect season. And I have to say, when they scored, that crossed my mind as it just is a jinx. There must be a jinx. And then they tied it, and then our guys did what they do best. We went to a 3-back offense in the second half. We had Angel on the sweep, we had Coop on the sweep, and we had Henry in the middle. And our offensive line did a fantastic job. And you know, that's how we did it.
I think it says it all right there. So now you can enjoy it, sit back and relax.
Yeah.
And when's the party start?
Well, I tell you, this hasn't sunk in yet. I tell you, I'm still thinking how close we came to almost not being at this point, you know. But no, I tell you, really, my number one concern, it was in the back of my mind, I think some of the kids, is Eric Kozer, our outstanding wide receiver, defensive back. Went down early in the game, and I know he broke 2 bones in his leg, I'm told, preliminary, and the fibia, yeah. So I just got to go find him. I got to get him a game ball. I got to give him a hug and tell him how much we love him and how bad I feel about him not being. That's all he was saying on the ground. He says, "Coach, I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of this." I tell you, it was tough playing without him. And you know, some of the things they did took advantage of his absence. I'll say that, okay? But anyway, if Eric is listening, Eric, we love you, and I can't wait to see you, buddy.
You know, when you mention about hugs, remember the one hug you gave in 1989 to a running back of yours when he threw the helmet down. That brought tears in my Scarlata.
Terry Scarlata, yeah.
Where you went over and you picked up that helmet and you put your arm around him.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I didn't want to see the same thing happen to another one.
Yeah, well, you know, I tell you, we got great kids, and we get very, and this is just not at St. Joe's, by the way. This is all high school football coaches who coach these kids. You get very attached to these guys, and this senior group has been a special group, and you know, I'm going to miss them all. I'm really going to miss them, and it's going to be hard to replace, but fortunately we got some great, like that guy Cooper over there. I see a big smile on his face, and it's nice to have him back. But we're going to miss our seniors. It was 24 kids that gave us a great year, and I'm really happy for them that they had a chance to go out the right way.
Well, Tony, we'll get back to you. Let's get inside. We're getting inside.